What's up? It's Fears, back at it again with another live. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I hope you're going nuts. I hope you're going ballistic. It's Saturday and it's time to party. Oh yeah, and it's time for the Fears podcast. That's right. So, Fears, audience, Fears. I got my my death shirt on, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call it. I got my I love VHS hat on. I haven't worn it in a while, so bam! Back at it again with another VHS tape. So what's up, guys? Man, it's been a good day. It's been a joyous day. It's been a fantastic day. It's been a restful day. It's been a peaceful day. It's been a nice little Saturday. I didn't really do much, but I will tell you guys what I did here in a minute. So, I got to get my live in, before Yak's going live at, let's see here, when's he going live? When is Yakovich going live? He is going live at 10:30. So Fears has got a little time, you know. I may watch. I may not. I don't know. If I do watch, I won't be telling anyone. It'll be from the shadows. But I'm just taking a little break from being on Lanterns Live. Taking a little break. I went on Lanterns last night, you know, because I can't say no to Lantern. But here in a couple of weeks, I may just say, hey, Lantern, you're going to have to do with me, you know, without me for a couple of weeks. Yaks, I'm going to take a break from the chat. I haven't been on his show in quite a while. So, but me and Yak are still friends. We're all good. He apologized to me. He didn't even have to apologize to me. I should apologize to him for arguing, which I did. I did on camera. I did it off camera. So we're still buddies. We're still friends. I think he understands where I'm coming from. I've just been kind of stressed out of my mind. But today actually was a great day. Anyway, let me open up the chat. Let's get things rocking, and then I'll call Lantern. Lantern had a hell of a show last night. It was very peaceful. There was no drama. There was nothing going on. Hopefully we have more of those. Today's topics is one film review. I was going to watch the rest of this. I watched some of this today. So tonight I'm going to finish this. So far, so good. Last night, I took Vision's advice, and he said, hey, Fears, this is a really good one. It was a really good one, so we're going to be reviewing The Final Terror. Dun, dun, dun. Then we're going to do a quiz. Of course, we're going to do some Dman reviews. And then my friend recently at work told me about something called SummerWeen. So it's people that celebrate Halloween in the summertime of July. And I was like, that's something new. I don't know what that is. You know, because I only celebrate it around Halloween time, you know. But I keep the Halloween vibes rocking throughout the whole year. But apparently it's a big thing in July where people celebrate Halloween in the summertime. And so I thought, well, let's explore it. Let's talk about it. So that's going to be a topic. And then what are the best hosts of a show? Well, we're going to find out. Today's thumbnail, because my friend gave me the idea of SummerWeen, I found a thumbnail of Happy SummerWeen. So there you are. All right, let's open up the chat. Let's get things moseying. Let's get things rocking. And let's do it. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Thumbnail of Happy SummerWeen. All right, there we are. Yo. What's up? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yo, Strong Bear 19. What's going on, buddy? Hi, John. How was your day? It was good. It was very, 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 very good. Very restful. Coffee first. I almost forgot about that. Coffee first. Yo, check it out. Spooky Empire. Hopefully I can get another cup like this when we go in October. Something different. Hopefully a different color. A different, like, sketch on it. Hopefully a new design. I'm hoping. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Let's see here. Let's see here. Party time. Excellent. That's right, Dave. Yo! Hollywood Toys, the only place to live the movies. Hollywood Toys says, greetings, greetings, Earthlings. Live long and prosper. That's right. What's up, Mike? He says, hey, little sister, how's it going? Hey, Mike. Yo, Dave. Yo, Visions. What's up? What's up? I got my Death shirt on, my Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call it. And I found something out new. My friend at work was telling me about SummerWeen, where people celebrate Halloween in the summertime. And I was like, I kind of do that. You know, I keep the Halloween vibes going throughout the whole year, not just July. So I said, let's make it a topic. Let's make it a topic. Let's hash it out. Let's talk about it. Dave says, Fears, you need to do Christmas in July. Oh, that's right. People do that also in July. So that'll be tomorrow's thumbnail. Ha ha! There you are. Zach may do a panel tomorrow. He may not. I don't know. If he does, I don't really feel like going on. Nothing against Zach. Nothing against Zach. Just, I just don't want to be on a panel. I'm just enjoying my weekend. Anyway. Exhumed Vision says, yo, Tina, you rock. Yes, she does. Tina, you took the head shave like a champ. Like a champ. Like a champ. By the way, guess what? I'm still bald. It is coming in nice, though. The hair's coming in nice. Doesn't look bad. Not too bad. So there it is. I appreciate everybody's support in this, you know. Everyone said, no bad comments. The only person that said something was this guy at work. I was training some new kid. It was his first job, like 18, 19. And we're in the truck, and he walks by, and he's like, Fears, what happened to your sideburns? I'm like, I got a haircut. He's like, just lift up your hat. And I went like this. And then he went, oh. He's like, that's kind of an interesting look. He goes, I've never seen you bald, Fears. And I was like, good, yes, no, kind of. What, you know what? And he was all like, he goes, it's just a different look. He goes, I've always seen you with hair, Fears. He goes, so I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's good. That was really the only negative comment. Everybody else was like, Fears, you're rocking it. And I was like, well, thanks. I appreciate that. Yo, what's up, Vic? Let's see. Vic says, what's up, Fears? I met a goth girl, and she grabbed my Halloweener. Oh, yeah. Damn! Oh! Or she goes down, right? She goes down, she grabs it. Boo! There you are. That's pretty awesome. Damn! Naughty! Kinky! Damn! Well, cheers to that. Cheers to that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, you know? You know, a little wine. You know what I'm talking about, Vic? A little wine, a little cheese. Pop in a horror movie. She's like, oh no, a scary guy. You're like, oh, I got you, babe. No worries. You know, you do the old, put the arm around, the shoulder. Classic move. It never fails. Let's just get comfortable. And then you make your move. Ha ha! I'm liking it, Vic. I'm liking it. All right, let's go call Lantern. Let's see what's up. So, Vic, how long ago was this? Some goth girl. I mean, those goth girls be rocking. Every time I go to Atomic Horror. Damn. So, oh yeah. So when did this happen? Some girl grabbed your Halloween wiener. I mean, that's good news, though. Especially if it's a goth girl, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's call Lantern. Let's see what Lampy's up to. I wish some girl would grab my wiener. It's been quite a while. It's been quite a long time. So there it is. Hopefully. I'm hopeful that it happens soon. I'm hoping. Praying. So yeah. All right. 10 times out of 12, Lantern's napping. Or he just woke up. So we'll see. We'll see if he's awake. He had a late night. Watch, he's gonna do this banjo shit. Oh god, here we go. Yo! Yo! Twin! What's up, Twin? Lantern! Lantern, wake your ass up. Banjo, I'm not buying it. Banjo is Lantern. Lantern is Banjo. I'm not buying it anymore. I'm not buying it. No. I'm not buying it. Lantern.
What's up, Twin?
Yo, what's up, Twin? How you been, Twin? Actually, Banjo, can I talk to Lantern?
Here it is. Yeah, what's up, Twin?
Yo, Lantern, what's up, Twin? What up, Twin? Hey, Lantern, guess what? I'm going live. Actually, I'm already live, Lantern. I got to get my live in before Yakbo's. Lantern, did you have a good time last night?
Yeah, did you?
I did. It was nice and calm. There was no drama. Everybody was, laughing, having fun. And that's what YouTube's all about. Just hanging out with your buddies, hanging out with your friends. No drama, no craziness. Just kind of hanging out, just having fun. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Landon, what'd you have for lunch? I skipped it. I skipped lunch. What's up? No, yeah, I just wasn't hungry. But I for breakfast I had some cinnamon toast. Some cinnamon toast crunch cereal. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm eating that cereal shit again. That's a classic though. Cinnamon toast crunch is a classic. I've been eating cinnamon toast crunch since I was 4 or 5 years old. It's still good. It was good back then. It's good now. So there you are. All right, what'd you have for lunch, Landon? Turkey and cheese. What?
Turkey.
Oh, nice. Turkey and cheese sandwiches. That's what's up. Landon, what type of cheese did you use? Did you use the red cheese?
Yellow cheese.
Oh, the yellow cheese. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I like that thick red orange cheese. My British grandma would slice that orange cheese, Lantern, and she would melt it on toast. Have you ever had that cheese on toast?
Yeah.
That shit's good, man. Oh yeah. But it's got to be that dark orange cheddar cheese, like the real thick. That's the best. So yeah. All right, Lantern. Well, I'm glad you had a good day. I had a fantastic day, buddy. Everything's been going good today. I had a little nap. Everything's going good. So spread the links. I'll see you in the chat.
Yes.
And then, hey, Lantern, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do something different. All right. Instead of saying shunk, Lantern, give me one of your favorite movies. Think really hard. Give me one of your favorite movies. Take your time. Yeah. Any favorites? The what's up? No? All right, I tried. Landon, can you remember what my favorite movie is of all time?
What is it?
Do you remember?
No.
I'll give you a hint. It's got Bill Murray in it, and it's got a green ghost in it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember? What's it called? That's all right. Landon. Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, Lantern. I'll give you a shunk, and then I'm out of here. Shunk! I tried. Because, Lantern, I think, talks to me the most, Because everyone always is like, Fierce, like, I'm really impressed. Like, usually with me, Lantern says, nope, yes, I don't knows. But I actually get more things out of Lantern. Because I give him time to speak. I give him interesting questions, but that are not too easy, but not too hard, Because if you make them too hard, then Lantern will be like, oh, well, I don't know, Fears. So, we're making progress. All right, let's get it. Let's see. Vic says, sharp cheddar. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That really dark orange. So I would go visit my grandma, Vic, in England. Sometimes my British grandma would live in America. She'd stay here for like 12 months, and then she'd move back to her house. Just depended on how long she wanted to stay, because my British grandma, before she died, was retired. She retired, oh God, when did she retire? In the 90s. in the 90s. So she just traveled a lot, and she had enough money. And because my British grandpa, I never got to meet him. He died of, well, they said it was a stroke, but my mom said I think he had a stroke because he drank so much alcohol. So I never got to meet my grandpa Patrick. So yeah, so his name was Patrick Hughes, and then my grandma's name was Sheila Hughes. So I met my British grandma, but I never got to meet my British grandpa. But anytime I would go, Vic, she would take this big, thick British bread, right, and just burn the cheese on it, like melted on it, and damn, that shit was good, man. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Strong Bear says, Vic, I got a serious question. Did the goth girls say trick or treat? Well, let's hope so. Ooh, Vic, trick or treat. And you know what he said back to her, babe? Trick or treat, baby. And that's right. Ha ha. That would have been great. That would have been great, you know? So, yeah, let's see. Dave, how's your day going? Visions, how's your day going? Hollywood Toys, how's your day going? Mama Bear, how's your day going? Tell me how your guys' day is going. I hope it's going great. I hope it's going fantastic. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's start with the first topic. All right. But let me know in the chat how your guys' day is going. My day's been going pretty well. Except for my chapped lips. Oh, my Lord, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. They hurt sometimes, like when they get all, like crackling and stuff. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Let's see here. Yo, what's up, Joey? Call Zach. Kate got a date, and now she's sad. Or now he's sad. Oh, really? This is breaking news. Damn. Wow. Well, that stinks because, you know, Zach's my buddy, and I don't want him to be sad. But way to go, Kate. Way to go. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll call him later. I'll call him later, Joey. We got a topic to talk about. And Dman, oh my lord, Dman's podcast book it's almost done. We left, that's all we got right here. Look at that. So we did all of this, and that's how much we have left. So we have a decent amount. If you don't count the back page, but I am going to count it because I am going to write on it. We just have that. So there we are. All right. Well, yo, what's up, Pretend Stories? Speaking of Zach, I was in PA when Zach drove by today. Tried to wave, but he kept driving. What? Damn! Well, that was rude of him. Shame on you, Zach. Shame on you. Shame. Shame. No, I'm just joking. He probably just didn't see you, Pretend Stories. Anyway. Joey, how's your day going? Pretend Stories, how's your day going? Visions, how's your day going? Hollywood Toys, how is your day going? Mike, did you catch up with all your orders? Let's see. Fangirl Kate's here. She says, aloha. Aloha. What's up, babe? What's up, cutie? All right, first topic. I think we need to start with some, let's see here. What should I start with? Yeah, let's see here. What should I start with? I don't know. Let's start with a movie review. So this was suggested from my buddy Visions. Visions, you were right. Damn, this thing was great. Couple of boobies in there, which was always nice. Had some famous actors. It had the guy that played Cyrus in The Matrix. He was also in Congo. He was also in Tales from the Crypt. His name is Joe. What's his name? Joe. What's his name? I can't remember. Oh, Joe Palantio, and he was in The Fugitive. So as soon as I saw that, Visions, I was like, oh shit, that fucking guy's from The Fugitive. Then, I don't know the actor, but, yo, what's up, Lantern? Then the guy that plays like the drill sergeant type of guy in Animal House, and he's like, a pledge pin on your uniform. That fucking guy is in this movie. So those are the two famous guys in this. Also, You can barely see him, but this guy way in the corner, this guy right here, that's the guy from T.J. Hooker with William Shatner, and he had the big he's kind of, I don't know, he's Mexican type of descent. He's like Mexican American, but he had like a black kind of poofy afro in T.J. Hooker. So there was 3 famous celebrities in this, and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, well, we're off to a good start with 3 celebrity cameos. So yeah. Howdy, Visions. All right now, Visions. Vision says, howdy, Dave. Howdy, Tina. Howdy, Visions. All right now. Hi, Lantern. How was your day? All right now, Visions. Tina's hands are healing nicely. Oh, good, Dave. I'm glad. Because the last time me and Tina hung out was 4th of July. And Kate, I gave Tina the biggest hug because I felt so bad for her hands. I said, come here, Tina. I gave Tina a big hug. And I was like, Tina, I'm like, I hope your hands feel better. I'm like, soon. And she's like, oh, they'll be all right, John. I was like, I hope. I'm like, make sure you put lotion on them, Tina, you know. Let's see. Howdy, Fears. Win Banjo Lantern. Yo, thanks, Hollywood Choice. All right, so here we go. The final terror. The final terror. It's one of those, like, lost, forgotten horror films. I was talking about it yesterday. Vision said, oh yeah, Fears, that's a good one. I was going to watch this. I thought, I'll watch it today on Saturday. So I pop this bad boy in. I watch it. You know what? I didn't fall asleep until after the whole movie was done. So Fears is making progress. Hell yeah. I started to watch this and I fell asleep. So I'm about halfway through this. This is good so far. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to finish the rest of this tonight. So the rest of this tonight, and I hope I can get to this because I'm halfway through this as well. So, because I fell asleep through this, and I fell asleep through this. So these 2 watches tonight. Tonight, my friends. Oh, yeah. All right. So the final terror. Let's see here. It's almost entirely in the woods. There's a few scenes where they're like inside, like this cabin, and at the beginning of the film, they're at the camp and stuff. But there's mainly it's outside. So mainly filmed outside. Very low budget, but good. It's beautifully shot. So beautifully shot. Very low budget. Very low budget. It's underrated. It's an underrated, long lost, forgotten horror film, but it's good. So, long lost horror film. So thanks for the suggestion, Visions. I appreciate it. Long lost horror film. Very underrated. But very good. Underrated. Let's see here. Yo, what's up, Crackpot? Let's see here. Tina, your hands look like bad. Zazina, what happened? I hope she feels better, Vic. I really do. I hope. Mr. Lantern says, well, howdy, Pretend Stories. Pretend Story says, well, hello, nephew. Oh, Lord. Crackpot, you get a lot of Chipotle. Hell yeah. I'm going to give that a big thumbs up. I don't know if I could eat Chipotle every day, because the last couple of days you've been eating it every day. But there you are. Got some Chipotle today, double the protein. Oh, yeah. She has dry skin and got sunburn. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Tina. Again, Tina, use that lotion. Moisturize those hands. All right. Back to the final terror. It was shot in the Oregon forest. So shot in Oregon. Not really Astoria, not the Astoria forest where Goonies was shot. They shot it in the same place that they shot Return of the Jedi, in that forest, whatever that forest is in Oregon. because they shot in Oregon and in California forest for Return of the Jedi. So they shot some of it in California, this film, and they shot most of it in Oregon, in the Oregon forest. So shot in Oregon forest. 3 celebrities was in it that went on to have big careers. So the guy out of Animal House that plays like the drill sergeant, a pledge pin on your uniform, that guy. And he was in the Twisted Sister music video. I want you to straighten this up. You know, he's like, you do nothing, you say nothing. And he's like, what do you want to do with your life? That fucking guy, you know. So he was in it. The Mexican guy from TJ Hooker was in it. And then that bald-headed guy from Tales from the Crypt, and he was in 2 Tales from the Crypt episodes. He was in Congo. He was in The Fugitive, where the guy's like, that guy broke my fucking glasses. That guy, you know, in the sequel, U.S. Marshals, he like not Robert Downey Jr. grabs the guy's glasses. He's like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he's like, that guy broke my fucking glasses. Whoever that guy is, the Joe Pantolini guy. So yeah. Let's see. Fears I've been to the stump, the speeder bike crash. Fears I've been to the stump, the speeder bike crashes into where the bunker was. What are you talking about, Vic? I don't know what you're on about. I have no idea what you're on about. Give me some more clarification. All right, Lantern wants a crown. Give me a second. Lantern wants a crown. All right, here we go. So in 9th place is Fangirl Kate. 8 is Pretend Stories. 7 is Vic. 6 is Visions. 5 is Crackpot. 4 is Mama Bear. 3 is Hollywood Toys. 2 is Lantern. And coming in hot is Strong Bear. So, Lantern, the real fight is between you and Strong Bear 19. That's really what it is. So, yeah. I got what you're saying, Vic. Yeah, you said speeder. I was thinking this. Yeah, Return of the Jedi. Got you. That's cool, Vic. Damn, I would love to go there. Fears I've been to the stump. The speeder bike crashes into where the bunker was. So they built the bunker, Vic. Vic, we gotta hang out one day, man. You're a big movie nerd like me. You're in a fucking band. You do comic book artwork. Damn, dude. You got some movie props that Fears only dreams of. Because you've shown me, you wrote me on Discord and showed me some photos of your movie prop collection. I'm like, damn. You've been to some movie locations that I've never been to. That's another one on my bucket list. God damn. Sorry. I would love. I didn't mean to say goddamn, I'm sorry, but damn, I would love to go to that Return of the Jedi forest. What's that forest called, Vic? Because the same forest they shot that in, they shot in an Oregon forest and a California forest. They kind of blended the two forests together to make this movie. So yeah, that's what's up. That's awesome. That's a nice bit of film like trivia. So did you walk through the forest, Vic? You must have to get to that stump. That's pretty cool. Nice. Let's see. Crackbot says, may get Chipotle for dinner as well. Just slap on another layer of foil. Hell yeah. I think the better question is, why wouldn't you? Yo, what's up, Boo? What up, Boo? Now, I've got some movie trailers to watch. Vic sent me, I guess, Johnny Depp. I had no idea Johnny Depp was filming this. Johnny Depp is being Ebenezer Scrooge. And I'm like, well, if anyone can pull it off, it's Johnny Depp because he's a great actor. Had no idea he was making... One, I had no idea they were making another version of A Christmas Carol. Two, I had no idea Johnny Depp was going to play Ebenezer Scrooge, but I'm going to watch that trailer today and review it. So, yeah. Let's see. Yo, what's up, Boo? The Return of the Jedi Force. That's what's up, Vic. That's what's up. the Redwood Forest, North California. Oh, so that's where they shot some of this. They shot some of that there, and they shot most of it in the Oregon forest. I don't know what that one's called, but I watched the behind the scenes. The behind the scenes right here, and they said we shot some in California, and then we blended it with the Oregon forest. And I was like, nice. All right, so let's continue on. So 3 Celebrities, long lost horror film, very underrated, but good. But good. This was a Visions suggestion, so Visions suggested this. Oh, yeah. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. Mainly filmed outside, beautifully shot, very low budget, shot in the Oregon forest / California, Redwood. Redwood forest. My 2 favorite scenes are... Oh, there's so many good ones. Because there's a couple of good kills in it. I'll do my favorite kill in just a minute. My favorite scene is when they take down... I can't tell you much about the villain, because there's a big... In the 80s, they would always be like... There was a lot of like slasher horror films that were like, who done it? Did Karen did it? Did Jimmy do it? Did this guy do it? And then there was a big reveal at the end. This one's just like this. At the very end, you're like, oh shit, it's that fucking person. So I don't want to reveal it and ruin it for you guys, but when they reveal the killer, and the killer is... You can't see their face, but there's a knife. There's a knife attached to it. I thought this looked like an alien for a second, so I thought it was like some alien life. It's not alien. The killer has got long gray hair, and there's cobwebs, all over them, and they've got a knife attached to their hand. You can kind of see their hand right there. And so for a minute, it looked like an alien. I was like, is it an alien killing people? No, it's not. So I love it. My second favorite scene is when the killer gets killed, because the killer gets killed in a very violent, drastic, shocking way. And I was like, yeah, serves that killer right. And it's a cool kill. Hell yeah. So, the death of the killer. And then my favorite scene is probably... They set up a trap. They set up a trap to kill the killer. So the whole setting up the trap was really cool. So, setting up the trap. There we are. My favorite kill? Ooh, that's a hard one. Probably... because it was so creative. So the killer's, like, hiding in the woods. It's kind of at the beginning of the film. Some woman goes for help, and she runs down, and this killer pulls a rope, and these branches fly out like this, and attached to the branches are the lids of, like, metal, like, tin cans, and they're very sharp. And so the killer's got them all tied on this branch, and he pulls a little rope, and they go, whew, and just slice her in the face and her neck and in her chest. And I was like, damn, that's a pretty creative kill. So it was like a can kill. Can kill. So the can kill is my favorite. Shout out to Erasmus Rants. Best kill. The can kill. I'm going to give it... Do I recommend it? Oh, yeah. It's very underrated. It's very low budget, but it's beautifully shot. It's good. I'm gonna give it a double thumbs up. So thank you, Visions. Can anyone survive? Shh. I don't know. Watch the movie and find out. I'm gonna give it a solid. I'm trying to like harness the rating because I'm taking all factors into consideration. The kills, how it's shot. I'm going to give it a high rating because it's very good. I'm going to give it a solid 9.7 out of 10. It was pretty damn good. Definitely going to watch it again around my birthday. That's happening. So 9.7 out of 10. Whew. Check it out. Oh, yeah. I recommend it. All right. Time for some Dman reviews. Let's see, the last thing we left on was, I believe it was Lake Part 7, I believe. Anyway. All right. Let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see here. North California. Where's James been? I don't know. Ask Dave. Grizzly Creek State Park. Oh, nice. I think Lantern is pooping. He keeps saying it's crowding out of his butt. I saw that. Vic, that was cool. So, can I ask? It's none of my business, but did you drive there, or do you live in California, or was it close to you, or were you on vacation? Or did you always want to see that because you're a big Star Wars fan? I'm just curious. Now, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. I was just wondering. That's pretty badass that you went in there. Because they shot a lot. They shot bits of E.T. in that forest. You know, with Steven Spielberg. Especially at the beginning of the film. And when Elliot drops the Reese's Pieces for E.T. to follow. All that was in the forest. They shot Return of the Jedi. A lot of Return of the Jedi in that forest. A lot of it. Like, the second half is like a lot in that thing, so it's pretty good. It's pretty awesome. Dave says that James is gaming. Okay. Kate, I heard that you got a date. Nice. See, that's the difference between me and Zach. I think Kate is beautiful. I think she's cute. I think she's sexy. The red shorts. But it's highly unlikely we're ever going to meet. I hope we meet one day. She seems very nice. I'm all the way over here. She's all the way over there. I don't get jealous. You know, she thinks I'm cute. Thanks. But I definitely want her to be happy. But Zach's like, oh, Kate. Oh, Kate. Oh, Kate. 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 It gets old after a while. Hilarious. I'm not making fun of Zach. I tried to tell him, Kate. I said, Zach, that's great that you and Kate talk every day, right? I said, that's great. But I said, let's say you never meet Kate in real life. Or let's say you do. Even though you guys get along online and all that, I said, what happens if, like, you meet her and you don't like her personality or vice versa? I said, then you set yourself up for failure. And he's like, well, I'm willing to take that risk, John. I said, yeah, but why even take that risk? I'm like, just be your friend. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. I try to stay out of it, you know, because Dave said that to him, I've said that to him, and he doesn't listen. Anyway, let's continue on. Yo, what's up, Carrie? Good to see you. Let's see. Hi, Fears. Hi, everyone. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. It's going pretty good, Carrie. Pretty good so far, my friend. Pretty good so far. Pretty awesome. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fangirl Kate says, I totally understand, Fears. Yep. I mean, you would understand more than anyone, Kate. I'm not talking shit about him. I'm just trying to give him advice, and he doesn't listen to Dave, and he doesn't listen to me. So I'm like, all right, Zach, I tried. You know? Yo, Punk Rock. What's up? Punk Rock, I don't know if you've ever seen this film. I just reviewed The Final Terror, and Visions suggested this, and damn, I watched it last night. Pretty good shit. Pretty good shit. Hell yeah. All right, next. I got, Vic sent me either one trailer or two trailers, but he sent me the new Ebenezer trailer that I'm going to watch. I had no idea Johnny Depp was going to play Ebenezer Scrooge. I had no idea they were even making a Christmas Carol. So, yeah. Yo, God bless, Carrie. Thank you so much. Carrie, I hope you and your mom are doing fantastic. So, let's watch this trailer, shall we? So, let me go to Discord. Vic, I think you sent me either two or one trailer. I can't remember, but let me have a look. Vic sends me some pretty good trailers. Last time he sent me the Resident Evil one, and then Pixel sent me the Spider Baby one, the black and white one, whatever the hell that one was. That one was kind of interesting. Some girl's sitting at a table and she just like pokes a spider with a fork and she eats a spider, and I was like, damn. All right, here we go. Oh, that's right. There's two. Vic also wanted me to respond to, there was a cruise passenger using a fork to like itch her foot fungus, and everyone got grossed out, and I was like, Vic, you gotta send me that. I'm like, that's weird. Two, he's like, Fears, you didn't hear about this? I was like, nope, I have no idea what you're on about. He's like, oh, Fears, I gotta send it to you. So I'm gonna review that as well, but first let's do the Ebenezer one. So this one's not even called A Christmas Carol. This one's just called Ebenezer. So it may be a retelling of the story, or they may just focus on, Johnny Depp may just focus on Ebenezer. So we'll see. So Ebenezer. I've always liked that story, A Christmas Carol. Always. I've got my favorites. I've watched almost every version of it. I've even watched the first version, the 1922 one, where you had to react to music and words, and there was no dialogue. So, yeah. And that one was alright. My favorite is 1951 British version with Alistair Sims as Ebenezer Scrooge. It's amazing. They put it to color, but my Blu-ray's got both. I can watch it in color and I can watch it in black and white. I usually always watch it in black and white because that's what my mom grew up with. Alright, let's watch it. Here we go. Good music so far. Let's see. He brought us Jack Sparrow. Yes, he did. I like his look. It's a similar look to Ebenezer, but like with a twist. It's very dark. It's a very dark look to him. Oh, it's coming out this Thanksgiving. Well, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, it is a Christmas movie. It looks more dark, though, this version. It looks more dark. It looks more gothic, which is fine. You know, it is a Christmas movie, though.
It's good to be back. To Uncle Scrooge. To Uncle Scrooge. Mr. Scrooge.
I like the look. He's got tons of prosthetics to make him look super old. I mean, Johnny Depp's getting old in general, but they made him look super old for this. I mean, like, he looks like he's 80 or 90, you know, something like that. But I'm liking the look so far. They just went super goth and super dark with it, because that story's always been a little dark but then a little joyous, because they take an old miser and they're like, your attitude is shit, crap, garbage. Well, 3 ghosts are going to force you to see the good in you, and you have to change, because if you keep living in fucking misery, then you're going to die. And you're going to affect everyone around you. And he's like, I'm not changing. And they're like, oh, fuck you. We're going to make you change. And they pretty much force him to change. And you guys have seen the story. It's a good story, but it's good that they force him to change, because then he becomes a way better person. And he's very joyous and everything works out. This version, I think, it looks like they focus on him, like just his character. I don't know if it's a retelling of the Christmas Carol story. It's probably going to have aspects of it in there, but it looks very goth, very dark. I'm liking it. Of course, I like Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp has created some of the most iconic characters. Edward Scissorhands. He played Glenn that got sucked into a bed in the first Nightmare on Elm Street. Platoon. Sleepy Hollow, he played Ichabod Crane. Now he's playing Ebenezer Scrooge. Willy Wonka, I mean, the guy's done it and said it and heard it all. You know, he's done everything, so why not? Why not take on the iconic Christmas character of Ebenezer?
Let go of me, man! I say to you, sir, Merry Humbug! Merry Christmas! Humbug! And a Happy New Year! Humbug!
Humbug! And you know what, Vic? They actually have him get sucked into a bed in this trailer. I'm not kidding. If you think I'm lying, watch the trailer. He gets sucked into a bed in this trailer. I'm not kidding. So that was a nice little throwback to A Nightmare on Elm Street. They must have done that. They must have been like, hey, Johnny, you want to do a little throwback to your first starring role? And Johnny's like, oh, yeah, go for it. He gets sucked into a bed, Vic. I'm not kidding. Ooh, the plot thickens. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Let's see. I wonder who directed this. Let's see.
Merry Christmas.
So, only in theaters November 13th. Oh, I gotta go see it. I'm a big Christmas fan. I love A Christmas Carol. I gotta go watch it. Let's see. The holiday begins with a humbug, November 13th. It doesn't say who directed it. Hang on. Where's my phone? It looks like something that Tim Burton, because they always team up. You know what I'm saying, Vic? But let's find out. Let's find out who actually directed this. Hey, Meta, I got a question. I just watched the new trailer for the movie that's coming out November 13th, Ebenezer, starring Johnny Depp. Who directed it?
Let me look up who directed that. T. West directed Ebenezer. He's known for horror films like X and Pearl, and this one is his darker, gothic take on A Christmas Carol, with Johnny Depp as Scrooge. It hits theaters November 13th.
So, T. West, I've got a question. Does it just focus the whole story on Ebenezer, or is it a retelling of A Christmas Carol, or is it both, or is it a prequel? What is it?
Good question. Let me check what they say about the plot. It's actually pitched as both a retelling and a prequel. The tagline says, he was Scrooge, he was Ebenezer. So it explores his backstory leading up to the events we know. But from the trailer, it also hits the classic beats with the ghosts and Christmas past, present, and future, just done as a darker gothic horror version by T. West.
Oh, okay, so it's more gothic, it's more horror. It's a bit of a prequel, but they also have him see the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Nice. So it's a little bit of everything. It's a prequel, it's a retelling, it's goth, it's horror. I'm liking it.
Exactly. You nailed it. It's mixing all those pieces into one dark take on Scrooge. Sounds like you're already sold on it.
Oh, I'm sold. I'm sold. I already told my YouTube fans that I'm going to go watch it, around Thanksgiving time.
That's awesome. Your fans are going to love hearing about it from you first.
Oh, yeah. All right, thank you. Wow. All right, Vic, I'm going to give it... I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I'm going to give it... Well, I'm excited for a few reasons. Because, one, Johnny Depp hasn't acted in anything in quite a while because of all that Amber thing, and he had to go to court and all that bullshit. So it's good to see him back on his own 2 feet, doing what he loves, rocking out, and he's in a new film. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited that all that bullshit is behind him, because that Amber lady that he dated was fucking insane. That's just my thoughts on it. Second, I've always loved A Christmas Carol. I remember watching that for the first time. I don't know. I was 4 or 5. I remember the first time I read A Christmas Carol, I was 9 or 10, somewhere around there. So I've always loved the story. I've watched pretty much every version of A Christmas Carol whenever they've made a TV show about it or a movie about it. I have almost every version of A Christmas Carol. I've got my favorites, though. I like Patrick Stewart's. I love Alistair Sims' version of it. So, yeah. So, it's going to be an interesting take on how Johnny does it. But I like his performance so far in the trailer. So, I'm going to give it, I'm excited. I'm going to give it a solid 9.6 out of 10, Vic. So, 9.6 out of 10 trailer review. And I'll get back to the chat in just a minute because Vic sent me this foot fungus lady. I don't know what the fuck this is. He's like, Fears, you got to review this. And I was like, is it gross? And he's like, Fears, she's on a cruise ship. She takes a fork and she's all like, all going like that. I was like, do I want to watch that? And he's like, Fears, just do it. And I was like, all right. So I'll review this. It's probably going to get a 0 out of 10, but let's see what this is all about. So apparently some lady went fucking nuts on a cruise ship. She was itching her foot fungus or some shit. So here we go. So it's called Cruise Passenger Uses Fork on Foot Fungus. Oh my God. All right, here we go. So foot fungus, cruise passenger. Oh my Lord. Ew. I mean, ew. What the fuck? If I was on a cruise and some lady was like itching it and I was sitting near her, I'd be like, politely, I'd be like, what in the hell are you doing? Like, if you're gonna do that, do it in private. I don't know, maybe in your room, you know, like your what do they call cruise ship hotel rooms? They're staterooms. I'd be like, why don't you go to your stateroom and itch away, but don't itch it in front of me. I'm trying to relax and have a Mai Tai or have some Crystal Skull vodka while Fears works on my fucking tan. And I don't want to see some haggard woman. Oh, I've got foot fungus itch. I'd be like, get it the hell away from me. I would say it politely. I'd be like, ma'am, could you please do that somewhere else? But that's weird, Vic. But you said I gotta watch this, so here we go. This is gonna be so gross. Ugh. Here we go. Oh God, here we go. Oh, that's fucking disgusting. Vic, she better not, after she itches her foot, she better not use that fork on her food, because I'll be grossed. I mean, I'm already grossed the fuck out now, but if she takes that fork and fucking puts jabs her food with it, that is going to be one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. Hang on. I kind of have to tilt my head because whoever filmed this, they kind of did it like that, like on the sly. So I kind of have to tilt my head a little bit. Oh damn, she is itching away. This is so gross. So, not only, it's gross for a couple of reasons. People are trying to eat, right? People are trying to eat. So, one, it's gross because it's in public. So, that's number one. Number two, she's using a fucking fork to itch her fungus on her foot. In public. In a restaurant. That's number two. Number three, she doesn't care that she's doing it. Plus, I hate when people take off their sandals or their socks or their shoes in a restaurant. I'm like, we're not at your fucking house. We're in a restaurant. It's supposed to be hygienic when you're eating food. Put on your fucking shoes. I hate when people do that. It's fucking disgusting. Oh my God. So this video is so gross. This is probably the most grossest video I've seen all year, Vic. This is nuts. Just itching away. Ew. That was fucking terrible. Fucking terrible. I'm gonna give it a -4 out of 10. That was fucking gross. Crap, garbage. I'm not mad at you, Vic. I'm mad at that fucking disgusting woman. That is absolutely insane. Insane. -4 out of 10. Yeah. That may be my lowest rating yet of the whole year. What the hell is the matter with people? I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh my Lord. Like, you would think some thought process would go through that woman's mind. Apparently not. Well, I'm in public, so someone may film this. Oh, it'll be okay. No one's watching me. The hell they're not. You're on a cruise ship in the cruise ship's restaurant. Everyone's gonna be looking at you. I'm like, are you fucking nuts? That was the thought process. Anyway, let me close all these windows because probably the chat's been flowing. I haven't been looking at the chat, but I'm losing my mind. Why the hell people do this garbage just baffles me. It's insane. Absolutely insane. It's fucking nuts. Anyway, let me reopen the chat and everything, and let me close all the windows. That was the thought process. Yeah, anyway, it was my thought process. It's nuts. All right, let me catch up with the chat. Let's see. The last thing I read was Punk Rock saying, wow. Yo, Punk Rock, what's up? I don't live in California. Okay, I was just curious, Vic. So you went to that park just to see all the Star Wars movie locations? How was it, Vic? I'm sure it was awesome, but man, I would love to go there someday. Let's see. Bukaki says, wow, she sounds like a dream. What, the foot fungus lady? Fuck that. No way. Haggard. Crap. Garbage. No. Part of the chase scene was done in California. Nice. And then all of them riding the speeders, that was in California, Dave. Then they built that bunker to shut off the satellite or whatever, to shut down the energy field that went around the second Death Star, you know? All that shit. I mean, they shot some of it in, obviously, a California studio. Like, when they're on the actual speeder, well, that's in a studio in front of a blue screen, green screen, whatever the hell they had back in the day. I don't even know when blue screen and green screen was invented. Hang on, let's find out. Because they never told me that in film school. Hey, Meta, I have a question. I went to film school and they never even told me this.
Johnny, what's on your mind?
Well, stop interrupting me.
Got it. My bad. I'm listening now.
All right. There you are. Shh. I'm asking you a question. All right. So, I went to film school and they never told me when blue screen was invented. When was blue screen first used and when was it first invented?
Good film school question. Let me look that up. The blue screen technique was developed in the 1930s and first used on film in 1940 for The Thief of Baghdad. Special effects guy Larry Butler invented it along with the traveling matte process, and it won an Oscar that year. Before that, filmmakers mostly used matte paintings since cameras had to stay still.
Yeah, I knew about matte paintings and all that, but I didn't know that blue screen was created way back then. When was green screen created?
Good follow-up. Let me check when green screen came along. Green screens actually evolved from blue screens, and the shift happened mainly in the 1970s and 80s. Blue was first in 1940 for The Thief of Baghdad, but when digital cameras and video came along, green worked better because sensors picked it up cleaner, and it needed...
Okay, that makes sense. Because they talked a little bit about green screens in film school. We actually had a green screen that we used in film school, but we did not have a blue screen. And they didn't, so they talked more about green screen in film, but they never talked about blue screen. But that makes sense if they did the transition from blue to green. But these days, they still use both. Some film companies use blue, some film companies use green. That makes sense. Okay. Let's see, where did I leave off? What's the question, Crackpot? Ebenezer is directed by Ty West. Yeah, see that surprised me, Vic, because I thought, oh, well, Johnny Depp and Tim Burton, they've got such a great friendship, and they've done how many movies together? They did Sweeney Todd together. Ichabod Crane with the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, or Sleepy Hollow. They did Willy Wonka together. They did Edward Scissorhands together, so that's 4. They did Alice in Wonderland, and I think there was a sequel, so they did those 2. So they've done a lot. So yeah, quite a lot. So I thought they were going to team up for that, because it looks very gothic, and Tim Burton, he either goes very, 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 very dark, or he does extremely happy, like Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And even in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, I got scared the shit out of when I was a little kid. That bicycle scene with the clowns. Whenever he has a dream, Vic, that scared the shit out of me as a kid. Now I just laugh at it as an adult, but I would literally take the remote like this and fast forward through the hospital scene to where he wakes up, in the hospital bed, and he's like, "Oh, I see my bike on television. I got to go to California. I got to get my bike back." But I would just fast forward, like Francis being the devil and those clowns like picking up the broken. That just scared the hell out of me. So yeah, and I've never been afraid of clowns except for that little clip when I was a kid. Like when I went to a carnival, my mom and dad took me to a carnival. I've told you guys this story. Some clown like waved a teddy bear in front of my face. And I just looked up at him and I went, "You're hilarious." And I just walked off. Because he wasn't funny. He was like, "Check it out, it's a teddy bear." And I went, "You're hilarious." And then I just walked off. But yeah, there it is. Did you see there's a new Little House on the Prairie? No, well, someone yesterday told me about it, Joey. So, let me find the trailer and I'll watch that. It's not gonna out-top Jonathan Landon's performance. I mean, that guy was amazing. I have a lot of respect for that guy because one, he died of cancer, some type of cancer, but he was a fantastic actor. The new Little House on the Prairie. I don't know if I could watch it because it's not gonna out-top that one that I have over there, but I'm curious. I wonder if they'll put the classic song in there. Will they have them running down the hill like in the original? We'll find out. Let's see. Strong Bear says, Dave says, "I think Depp will be a great Ebenezer." I mean, he was rocking in the trailer, Dave. I think he'll do a good job. I really think he'll do a good job. So let's see here. Boo says, "Fears, would you ever take Meta on a date? Set her up on a mini tripod and have a meal out on the town and talk movies?" Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. That would be fucking insanity. I know you're joking around, but it's never going to happen. Johnny Depp is in the new Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, is he doing another one? Oh, damn. I thought he had a little tiff with Disney, Vic. Because he got into all that court and all those allegations and all that crazy shit with his batshit crazy wife, Amber, whatever the hell her name is. That lady's fucking nuts. I didn't think Disney was going to let him do another Pirates movie. That's news to me. Let's see, remember Bonzi? No, I don't remember that, boo. I don't remember that. Let's see here. Hollywood Toy says, "Fears, you make the meta questions too long and complex. Try shortening the questions and you'll get..." Oh, yeah. You're probably right, Hollywood. You're probably right. Because I'll get halfway and then she interrupts me and I'm like... And then I have to do it over again. I'll try to shorten them up. Appreciate it. Hope everyone's enjoying the weekend. So far, so good, Carrie. It's been a very enjoyable weekend. Hanging out with Dave and James tomorrow. Getting some lunch. Possibly some gems. We'll see. Oh, yeah. I watched a baseball game last night and enjoying game shows now and then later. I'm going to stream. Oh, nice, Carrie. That's what's up. That is what's up, Carrie. Let's see here. What time is the stream? It's been 1 year for me. Let's see. Yeah, I don't remember that, Bill. When you met the clown, were you dressed as a little cowboy? No, I was... Oh, God, it was it wasn't like an official. Well, it was a carnival, but it wasn't big. Like it wasn't like a big ass carnival. It was like a little church carnival that my church put on. So they had a dunk tank, and they had games, and they had prizes, and they had carnival food there, and then it was in a park close to my old church in St. Louis, and I don't remember what I was wearing, Crackpot, but I remember, like, I'm walking, and my brother hadn't been born yet, so I was very young, 4, 5-ish, because I'm 3 years apart from my brother, so, and he just went, ooh, like shaking a teddy bear, like 2 inches from my face, and I just looked at him like, and I just went, you're hilarious, and I walked off. So, yeah, it's pretty nuts. Let's see here. Let's see. I'll be streaming tonight around 7:15. Michael Landon's son directed Happy Death Day in the Scout's Guide to Zombie Apocalypse. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool, Vic. Wow, that's quite a switch, because I've seen the Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. It's over there, and I actually enjoyed that. There was great zombies in it. I can relate to it because, 1, I love zombie films. 2, I was a Boy Scout from 5 years old all the way through to 18. So when they did all the references to all the badges and all the campouts, I'm like, yep, I did that. I got that badge. I didn't get that badge, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, yeah. But that's quite a switch, because Michael Landon's son was in the original Little House on the Prairie when he was born and got older and stuff. He put his family in it, because Michael Landon directed not every single episode of Little House, but a lot of them. And if it wasn't him directing, then his bearded friend Victor French, that was in oh shit, it's you guys hear that thunder? Holy crap. Victor French was in Highway to Heaven with him. But Victor French was also in Little House on the Prairie, and he sometimes directed some things. But that's quite a switch, Vic, from like family entertainment, like, because Little House on the Prairie had a lot of morals and values, and me and my parents and my brother would always sit down and watch it. They don't make shows like that. I wish they would. Now it's all like sluts and prostitutes, and like, hey, let's focus on people in orange jumpsuits in whatever that show is where they're in jail, and Captain Janeway was even on that fucking, like, the orange. I'm like, what the fuck is this garbage? I'm like, oh my God. I'm more old school. I like nice, wholesome television. Like, they actually cared about the programs back then. I will say, the new Star Trek, they're putting a lot of thought into it, a lot of effort. And I told Dave this the other day off camera. I think I said on camera. When you watch all the Star Trek episodes now, they're not even like episodes. They're like little mini movies. So, like in Next Gen and Voyager, you get like 20 episodes or 24 episodes or whatever. And they still had good quality back then. But there's even better quality now. So it's quality over quantity. You get 10 episodes. They had 10 episodes in the season I just finished. I just started, I just finished Strange New World, right? So you get 10 episodes, and the sets are amazing, the costume, the prosthetics that they wear, all the aliens and stuff. The CGI is going nuts. It's fucking epic in it, and I'm just like, damn. So I'm like, well, it's good and bad. I'm like, it's bad that we don't get more Trek, because there's never enough Trek for Fears' brain. But I'm like, well, at least we get good, like 10 good, high quality, very well edited, well filmed, well acted, amazing sets of 10 epic episodes, It just, and then Dave, you told me, not yesterday, but the day before season 4 came out, Dave watched the first episode. I was like, Dave, how was it? He's like, oh, Fears. He goes, I can't say much. He goes, but Fears, he goes, you know how you like the time travel episodes? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, first episode, season 4, it's a time travel episode. I was like, oh, nice. I'm like, well, starting off with a bang. I'm like, hell yeah. So, cheers to that. Hell yeah. So I'm very excited. All right. Let me catch up with the chat, and then we'll review the new Little House on the Prairie trailer, and then we'll continue on. Let's see. Hollywood says, "Wow, Hollywood, are we gonna? Wow, Hollywood, are we gonna milk and reboot everything from the past?" I agree. Because look, just like I said, Mike, there's no way they can out-top Little House on the Prairie. It's beautifully shot. They shot it in the 70s and the 80s, but they set it in like the 1800s, and they shot it on a film ranch where they shot lots of old movies and stuff and all that. And then Michael Landon demanded at the very end of the shoot, they did 9 seasons, and then they did like 3 TV movies. And in the very last TV movie, they said, "Well, I want to end it this way. And I want to blow up the sets so that no one can ever use our sets for nothing else, because I want Little House on the Prairie to be timeless. And I don't want to see those sets in a horror movie or in a comedy or whatever." And they're like, "If you can write a script, Jonathan, that makes the town people blow up their town, then we'll do it." He goes, "I can do it." He goes, "I'll write it." And then he writes that like some rich tycoon buys all the land and all the buildings, and then the townspeople are like, "Well, we're not going to let you." And he's like, "Well, I've already bought it." And he's like, they're like, "Oh yeah, well, check this out. We're going to blow up the town." And so they blow up the town, and then they pack up all their belongings, and then they move somewhere else, and they find a new home as a community, and then it ends all happy, So anyway, Mike says, "Wow, are we going to milk and reboot everything from the past? What's next? The Jeffersons, the movie, What's Happening, Different Strokes, Mr. Belvedere, Days of Our Lives. It's getting ridiculous." Now, I will say, that is ridiculous, Mike, but I will say, I would love to see, there's rumors online, I don't know if it's true or not. I love Flintstones, I love all those cartoons. It doesn't matter if you're 5 or 107. I love me some cartoons. And I used to watch Meet George Jetson. I would love to see Jim Carrey as George Jetson, because I heard rumblings about it online. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool. I don't know who would play his wife. And I can't even remember George Jetson's wife. I think it's Cindy. I can't remember. Anyway, hopefully that'll be good. Boo says, "It's almost like Hollywood is all about making money. I sure hope there won't be a Days of Our Lives movie." I hope not. Vision laughs LOL. Yeah. That would be hilarious. "Coming soon! Days of Our Lives. A movie." I'd be like, it's a fucking soap opera. It's a fucking TV show. What the hell is the matter with you people? Hilarious. Anyway. Let me catch up with the chat. How about the Facts of Life, the movie? Maybe even Family Ties, perhaps. I did like Family Ties. Michael J. Fox did a fantastic job. Who's the Boss? New Netflix movie. Yeah. But they literally made a new Little House series. Wow. Now, Joey, is it a continuation of the story, or is it a reboot? I'm just curious. I love prison movies and shows. Well, then you must have loved The Walking Dead, because they shot seasons 2, 3, and 4, I think, in that jail. So yeah, you should watch Oz. I'll check it out. Oz. Is it about Dorothy and all that? And okay, I'm just curious. Oh damn. The storm is... I don't know if you guys can hear it. That storm is rocking. Let's see. Here we go. Face to face. Just a couple of silver spoon. Yeah. A Three's Company reboot may be coming. Are you serious? Oh, God. Fucking Hollywood. Hilarious. Now, I will say this. Because I'm such a big fan of it, and because my dad was, I would love to see an Airwolf movie. But only if I got to play Stringfellow Hawk. And I would love the old guy. I would love to play against John Goodman as what the hell is his old buddy's name? I haven't watched Airwolf in a while. I can't remember. Hang on. Blow up some bad guys, like you just see Fierce. It zooms up on Fierce's face. I got my hand on the controller, and I'm like, so long, asshole. And then I push the button, shoot a missile out of Airwolf, and fucking blow him up to smithereens. Fuck yeah. But if I don't get to be in that movie, then Hollywood can go to hell. So yeah. No, I'm joking. Hey, Meta, I got a question. In Airwolf, what was Stringfellow Hawk's old buddy's name?
Airwolf fan? Let me pull that name for you. Stringfellow Hawk's longtime friend and mentor was Dominic.
Oh, Dominic Santini. That's right. I had a brain fart. Yeah, so I would love John Goodman as Dominic Santini and me as Stringfellow Hawk. That would be the shit. I'd have Sega as the Archangel. I think Sega would make a great Archangel. Sega with his hair slicked back in a white suit like the Archangel is. I'd put Zach and Dave in there somewhere, you know, or Dave as Dominic Santini. Dave, you could pull it off. Actually, no. Fuck John Goodman. I like John Goodman, but Dave, you would be Dominic Santini because Dave actually was in the Army. I mean, or in the Navy. He did military experience, and so did Dominic Santini. John Goodman's never been in the service. So, Dave, you're Dominic Santini. I'm Stringfellow Hawk. I'd have Zach maybe play a villain or something. I'd get him in there. That would be the shit. Mike, I'd get you in there somewhere. You know? Oh, yeah. I'd put, like, community members in that movie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's see here. Let's see. Where did I leave off? That was funny as hell show. Oh yeah, John Ritter. I love Three's Company. Three's Company was the shit. I don't have it yet, Boo, in my collection. But did you ever see Stay Tuned, Boo, with John Ritter? And he goes through all these like hellish TV shows, and then all of a sudden he flies out onto the Three's Company set, and he rolls over the couch. And then the song comes on, the Three's Company song, and then the two ladies are like, "Where have you been?" And he looks directly into the camera like, "Ah!" And he starts screaming like kind of a tip your hat, you know, because he was in that. That was a funny scene. Yeah, John Ritter's the shit. John Ritter's good in Bad Santa. Oh yeah, for sure, Crackpot. I think that was his last film before he died, and then he was in. He played a very evil police officer in. Bride of Chucky. And he's like, "I'm the chief of police, bitch. I can do whatever the hell I want." And he dies. Chucky kills him in a really cool way. All these nails go into his face and shit. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Wow, what a way to disrespect John Ritter. Hollywood sucks. Yeah? Anyway. But yeah, he was good in Bad Santa. He's like, you know, he's talking to Bernie Mac, and he's like, a few days ago I was walking through the ladies big and tall, and you know, I heard these noises, you know, and then I love it. He zooms in, the camera zooms in, he's like, and then I heard, "That's right, you're not going to SHIT right for a week." And then I saw the Santa pants. Merry Christmas. I fucking love that movie. Oh, I'm watching that around Christmas, Crackpot. That's fucking happening. I don't think I've seen the sequel yet, but I need to see the sequel. And it started raining, so it's probably going to pour down tonight. Oh, yeah. Good stuff, you guys. Good stuff. Oh, damn. That's coming out. It's coming down hard out there. Let's see here. We don't know, and that's the point. I like Fat John Ritter. Supposedly they are working on the Jetsons starring Jim Carrey. Well, because I'm curious, Dave. Because I saw it online. I was like, well, you can't take everything online at face value. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, I was kind of like trying to picture him. I'm like, can I see him? I was like, well, he was good in The Mask. He was good as Ace Ventura. And I love Ace Ventura, you know. Hi, I'm looking for Ray Finkel. And then the gun like gets about 2 inches from his face. and a clean pair of shorts, you know. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Einhorn is a man. Oh! And then he like burns his clothes, and then he's brushing his teeth and shit, and he's shoving like a massive pack of gum in his mouth. Jim Carrey, you're a genius. You shouldn't have got plastic surgery, you moron. But you're a genius. He played a good Grinch, because I love the Grinch. My favorite's the 70s cartoon of the Grinch, starring Boris Karloff. Frankenstein, fucking genius. He voiced the Grinch. I didn't like the Benedict Cumberbatch Grinch. That one was crap. But Jim Carrey is the Grinch. Top notch. Let's see. Hollywood Toys says, better to just leave it alone, but if they're already making, nothing you can do about it. That's true. That's true. That's true. Let's see here. Yo, what's up, Zach? Evening, friends. Zach, I'm a little bit behind on the comments. I'm trying to catch up here before we go on to the next topics. TV shows aren't all about the people who act in them, no. There's a lot more that goes into them. Shows are about the viewer. True. And Hollywood caters to what the wants of the viewer. What I'm saying is I don't think that'll ever change. They will always milk cash. That's true. What I'm saying is you look at TV shows today, right? Like, the older TVs, I think they still give a damn about the TV show. But what's changed is there's not a lot of family, wholesome entertainment anymore. It's always like, oh, let's make a TV show about, like, the new Marvel character. Or whatever that show is with the fucking orange jumpsuits. I watched 1 or 2 episodes from my community library. And I was like, I love Captain Janeway, but I'm like, this TV show is fucking shit crap garbage. And then I returned it to the library, and I was like, I'm not watching. Now, Gotham. Gotham was good. I liked Gotham. And I watched a little bit of, what's that TV show with all the dragons and the swords and, what the hell is it? Game of Thrones. I didn't watch all of it. But what I did watch, I rented Game of Thrones from my library a few years back, and I didn't watch it all, but I watched some of it, and I was like, this is good. You know, so I like that. So they don't have a lot of family shows anymore. Like, I'm looking over here, like, some of the biggest family shows. Bewitched is a big family show. The Brady Bunch, big family show. Little House on the Prairie. Even Kung Fu. That dealt with family and morals and all that, because he was always searching for his brother. And then he was dealing with racism, because he was half American, half Chinese, and all that. And even The Walking Dead is all about family and friends and all that, while still trying to like defend themselves against rotting corpses wanting to kill them and eat them. You know, so there's not a lot. Yeah, but like Quantum Leap. That had to do with as he was traveling through different time periods to try to get back to his future time. He met a lot of people, but then he would always help people and learn about family. And you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, but probably the most wholesome family show I've ever watched ever in my life so far, probably Little House on the Prairie. Next, probably Highway to Heaven too. Because that dealt with spiritual stuff. He's an angel. He wants to help people. And then his friend is immortal. And then he helps him along the way. So, I mean, that's a good show, too. So, yeah. Let's see here. Zach says, going good, Crackbot. How about you? Hi, Carrie. Let's see. Let me try to catch up here. It's usually true that nothing is sacred where money is involved. Oh, absolutely. If they're like, that's why they keep just pumping out Scream movies, pumping out Halloween movies, Jason. We haven't gotten a Jason movie in quite a while. That's why they keep making action hero the Marvel movies and all that shit. Which, as long as they keep making Michael Myers movies, I'm happy. As long as they keep making Superman movies, because he's one of my favorite superheroes. Fierce Man, I love you. I love you, Fears Man. But there wouldn't be Fears Man without Superman. So thank you, Superman. I like Batman. He's good. I love Iron Man. You know, I think Iron Man's suit is way better than Batman's suit. 10 folds over. But I like both suits. But I think Iron Man, because Tony Stark's got more money. Tony Stark's a billionaire. Bruce Wayne is only a millionaire. So, anyway, to each their own. Strong Bear says it's been thundering here as well. Can you hear it, Dave? Because now it's pouring down. So, yeah. Let's see. Orange is the New Black. There are a lot of jail shows. Yeah, I watched some of that. I wasn't into it, Boo. I wasn't, you know. Let's see. Spider-Nor is a cool take on Spider-Man. Oh, nice. That's what's up. Stop copying me, Dave. I don't think he's trying to copy you. And almost everything has political agendas as well. Yeah. Whatever happened to just good, wholesome shows? Like we're not Democrats, we're not Republicans, we're just trying to fucking entertain the people. Screw all these political agendas. Just, I want to see a Superman show with fucking Lois and fucking Clark Kent, Krypton, Kryptonite, and fucking Superman, and fuck all the political agenda bullshit. So yeah. Anyway. I get it. I get it, Mike. I get it. So yeah. The studios are blaming the viewer. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's fucking nuts. Crazy. American society is split into a red and blue political at the moment. And it sucks. Movies are now... Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one, Joey. The Waltons. Yeah, we used to watch that. Because The Waltons was kind of like Little House on the Prairie. And they had their own little spin, but yeah, that was good. But I'd say like the 3 top shows growing up that talked a lot about family and morals and values and this is right and this is wrong and this is how you should act. And if you treat people with respect, you'll get respect and Christian values and all that stuff. If anyone's not a Christian in the chat, I apologize, but the 3 shows that I watched that had a lot of Christian values, because I am a Christian, was Little House on the Prairie, probably, what was another good one that had a lot of Christian values in it? I think Mama's Family, because I think she was a Christian, and that was a comedy, so that taught a lot about family and morals and values. Even though it was a comedy, there was a lot of family values. So Mama's Family, Little House on the Prairie, and then what was another one that had a lot of family values in it? Even though he wasn't a Christian, like The Incredible Hulk had a lot of morals and values in it because he would always help people along the way. He would help himself, but he would always help people first. And it had a lot of morals and values in it. And I've always loved the 70s. So those 3 were big shows with a lot of moral values and family and friends. And like one of my favorite episodes is David Banner is working at a school. And he knows that this kid is getting abused. The kid comes to school and he's got fresh bruises on his arms and his shoulders and on his face. And I can't remember what the kid's name is. And he's like, you can tell me, or you can tell a teacher what's going on. And he's like, no, I better not. And he's like, well, I'm not going to stand around. Someone's beating you up. He goes, is it someone here at school? Is it a bully? Is something wrong at home? Come to find out, the kid finally says, well, my dad's been hitting me. My dad's been abusing me. And then David Banner stands up, to the bad dad. And like, the bad dad punches him, and then he hulks out, and then he throws him through a wall and all that other stuff. And so that's one of my favorite shows, because it has a lot of family moral values in that as well. So yeah. All right, let's see here. I forgot, Boo. What are woke movies? Hang on. I've heard that term before. I can't remember what it is. Woke movies. Hang on. I think I know what it is, but give me a second. Hey, Meta, can you describe what a woke movie is? W-O-K-E?
hand for a film that puts social and political messages front and center, especially around identity, inequality, justice, and representation. You'll often see it used for stories that spotlight marginalized groups, challenge power structures, or call out things like racism, sexism, or climate issues. The characters and casting tend to be more diverse, and the plot might directly tackle real-world debates instead of just using them as background. It's a pretty loaded term, though. Some people use it positively to mean thoughtful and socially conscious. Others use it critically to say the movie feels preachy or that the message is heavier than the story. So really, it depends who's saying it.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a few examples of films that get called that a lot.
Yeah, give me some examples. I'm just curious, because now you've got me curious.
Sure thing. Happy to give you some examples. Keep in mind, this is based on how people commonly use the term.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can you give me some examples?
Yeah, for sure. I can give you a few that come up a lot in that conversation. On the side people usually mean positively, you've got Black Panther for its focus on African identity and global power, Get Out for how it uses horror to tackle racism, and Parasite for its look at class and inequality. Those are often praised.
Now, I will say, Get Out was a great horror film. That one was good, Boo, because the guy that plays Chris, he knows something's up. He's like, why are these white people obsessed with black people? And he's like, and they're like, what do you think, Chris? He's like, I have no comment. I just like photography. Well, why do you like photography, Chris? And he's like, I like to be creative. I like to take photos. Like, does it matter? And they're like, oh, it matters. Why, Chris? Tell us. And then they're all like, he's all like, why the fuck is everybody like obsessed with me? That's a good horror movie. I enjoyed that one. That was a good one. It was a good one. All right, let's continue on. There is almost no movie I look forward to anymore, and the ones I want to see continue to have troubles getting made, like the next Saw movie. I really hope they can finally get that made. I've loved all the Saw movies. Some of the ones in the middle, Mike, they get kind of repetitive. I thought Saw 1 is fucking brilliant. Brilliant. It's fantastic. It was an independent film shot in almost one location. The rest of the locations, they shot on they rented some massive like factory out, and they built a bunch of sets. And then outside the factory, where Dr. Gordon walks to his car, that's the parking structure to the factory. And then the alleyway they shot in was near that factory. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, well, that'll work. Shot on a shoestring budget. Tobin Bell barely had any lines. He said, like in interviews, he said, most of that film, I'm just laying on the floor. And he goes, in one hand, I've got my hand on a gun. The other hand, I'm got a tape player, in my hand. And he goes, any other time, it's like a flashback before I'm laying down on the ground in the shitty ass bathroom. And I'm like, oh man, that's cool. He goes, but I believed the director. I was believing his visions. He said, trust me, it'll work out. He goes, we'll shoot all the scenes first of you laying on the ground. And he goes, that's most of the scenes. I'm just laying on the ground, not saying anything. He goes, I had to be very quiet, didn't move. He goes, I had to concentrate on my breathing so my belly wouldn't go up and down, or my back, when you breathe. And he goes, any other scene, it's like I shot before I get to the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. So the ones that I enjoyed the most, Mike, I enjoyed the prequel's all right. The Jigsaw one, yeah, it's all right. I like 1 is fantastic. 2 is fantastic. I like the one with Chris Rock because they did something different. And then I like it's kind of a prequel, but it happens in between. I think it's Saw 10. It happens between 1 and 2. So it's like 1 happens, and then that one happens, and then after that one happens, it goes right into 2. So it's like 1.0 or 1.2 going into 2. That one I really enjoyed. Visions, you said you liked that one. It's the one where the guy, his eyeballs get sucked out, and then he goes to, like, Mexico to, like, oh, there's this miracle cure, and then they find out that, like, it's a big scam, and then John Kramer's like, oh, so you don't care that I have cancer. You don't care about human life. You don't care about me. You don't care about the people that you fucking scam. Well, guess what? I've had enough. I'm taking you down. I'm pissed, and it's fucking happening. You know, you may have started it, but John Kramer's gonna fucking finish it, and damn does he get revenge. That's a good one. So those few I enjoy, but yeah, it's been a while since we've had a good Saw film, but that one I enjoyed. So yeah, maybe Equalizer 4 if it can make up for the crappy third one. I've only seen Equalizer 1. I've never seen 2, never seen 3. If they make a 4, I'll watch it. But yeah. The Waltons was great. They even remade that, but John Boy, the director and writers now. Okay. I remember seeing some of the Waltons, but not all of it. Because my family liked Little House on the Prairie more, but we watched some of the Waltons, Vic. I remember bits of it. I probably should get it and watch it. But now that Star Trek Strange New Worlds is done, until the 4th one comes out, my new TV show that I'm going to tackle is... Where is it? Ash. I'm watching all of this. This is next. And then the next TV show after this is going to be... Ahsoka. So yeah. So there we are. That's what's next on the television watching, my friends. Oh yeah. I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. Let's see here. Let's see. The Death of Robin Hood is the best movie I've seen in a long time. You know what's funny you know what's funny, Boo, is my favorite TikToker, Donnie Dust, that guy that I interviewed, the guy that chips away at the rocks and makes all those like handmade weapons and shit. He did a TikTok with Hugh Jackman and taught him how to actually make an actual bow that Robin Hood would make and how to make actual arrows like out of stone and shit. And he put it on his TikTok. And they did it in Central Park, where they shot that Park Is Mine, that movie that you told me about with Tommy Lee Jones. That's a good suggestion that Boo gave me a long time ago. I love that, Boo. I bought it right away, watched it. That movie's fucking great. It's brilliant. It's genius. I loved it. And so I'm looking forward to seeing the death of Robin Hood, because a lot of people think, well, was Robin Hood a real person, or was he a myth, or was he folklore? There's evidence to say that he was both. I tend to think that he was real. I hope, because his story is fantastic. He got sick and tired of the corrupt, like, rich people, and he's like, these people are assholes. We're dying, we're starving. You know what? I'm done. I've had it. King Richard's away, and he doesn't know what the hell's going on. Prince John is a fucking idiot. Sheriff of Nottingham is his little butt buddy. I'm taking these fuckers down. And he gets his band of merry men. He's like, you know what? It's time to kick ass and take names. Let's do it. So I would hope that his story is real. But some say folklore. Some say he was a real person. I watched a documentary about if you buy Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, starring Kevin Costner, on the Blu-ray, they did a documentary about Robin Hood. Like, is he real? Is he myth? Is it folklore? Is it just a made-up story? And that documentary was fantastic. They said there's evidence to support that there was once a real person called Robin of the Hood, or Robin. And then what's his last name? Robin of Locksley. So they said, if there was a real person, and so they give evidence to support both, I would hope that his story is real, because it's a very good story. And it would be sacrilegious if I didn't like Robin Hood, because I'm half British, but I've always liked Robin Hood. That was another book that I read as a kid. Yo, what's up, Geodudes? You've probably been in the chat for quite a long time. I'm always behind on the chat. I'm trying to. Let's see how many topics have we done so far. We did Final Terror, and then I did some trailer reviews. Sometimes I like to go off and just talk and chat with the fans. Sometimes I don't even need the fucking topics. So if we get to topics, great. If we don't, fuck the topics. I'll do them tomorrow. Fears is loosey-goosey like that. Whatevs. Punk Rock says Married with Children. That's another good one. I don't care, Peg. I'm tired. She's like, well, you want to get it on? And he's like, Meg, or Peg, please. I'm trying to eat here. And he hates his job. I'm a shoe salesman. Yay. Yeah. I've got it over there, Punk Rock. I just haven't had time to watch it because I've been watching all of this bullshit, and more of that bullshit. So there you are. They still make them wholesome shows. You just gotta look for them. Yeah, there's some. I'm not saying there isn't, Pixel. I'm just saying in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s there was a hell of a lot more. You know. Now it's just a bunch of like, oh, we got to make as much, like Boo was saying, you know, whatever sells, like whatever the audience wants, or, oh my God, this horror movie did fantastic. Well, we'll just milk the shit out of it and we'll do 9 to 10 sequels and then we'll make a fucking spinoff. Oh shit, we'll make a fucking TV show out of it. And I'm like, really? I'm like, whatever. When it comes to horror movies, I don't really care, though, because, you know, I'll for sure always take another Jason horror film. Freddy, he's all right. I like Freddy, but he's not my fave, you know. It's all about Michael. It's all about Jason. Visions Before I Die. We have to see. We've already seen, Silly Billy Freddy go against motherfucking badass Jason. I want to see two of the biggest badasses in horror movie history. Fucking Michael versus Jason. I have to see it. Why Hollywood hasn't done it fucking baffles me beyond belief. You know? Or, like, do another one. Like, Jason versus Leatherface. That'd be the shit. You know? Or Chucky versus the Leprechaun. Pinhead versus whatever. You know? Just something. It would be great. All right. Let's see. I saw that, Hollywood. Yeah, Denzel, he's like 80, but he doesn't look 80. He looks like he's, I don't know, early 50s. You know? But he's probably always working out and stuff and always getting ready for his next film or whatever. So I tip my hat off to the guy. But he looks damn good for 80 years old. I've even accepted a prequel with a younger actor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's see. Doing much better with the shorter questions, Fears. Good job. Thank you. I appreciate it. Because you're right. If you talk too long, then Meta's going to interrupt you, or it's going to get confused. So, precise, direct questions. So, yeah. So, yep. I remember when Randy was pissed saying that She-Hulk was woke and he could write better episodes, so he wrote a couple of scripts. I remember when he did that too, and you know what, Visions? His episodes were not half bad. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not just saying that because Randy's one of my best friends and I love him like a brother. I'm saying it because it's the truth. Because I didn't look at all of his script, but I looked at some of Randy's scripts, and I was like, that's another show that I have to sit down and watch, because I love The Incredible Hulk. I think it's a great, I think he's a great character. He's misunderstood. He doesn't want to be angry. You know, it relates to me. You know, I don't want to be angry. Sometimes fears just, people push me to my last fucking nerve and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm going fucking nuts. You know? So, but besides that, he's kind of a sad character, you know? He gets accidentally exposed to gamma radiation. He doesn't want to. He's just trying to do his job, be a scientist, change the world for the better. And then all hell breaks loose, you know? So he doesn't want to be a monster. No one wants to be a monster. Like, you think Frankenstein wants to be a monster? No, he's already dead. They make him into a monster by taking what is it, 30, 40 body parts and make him. Bride of Frankenstein, she's already dead. She's already dead. They bring her back. She doesn't want to be a monster. So when you think about all those monster movies, they're actually sad characters. You know, like like the Wolfman. When I watch Lon Chaney's, it's fantastic. It's black, and I don't even care if it's black and white. He starts crying in the film, and he's like, well, I don't want to be this monster, you know? And then, like, at night he changes, and the curse is on him, and he gets bit, and then, like, the next day, you see, like, little mud footprints, and he's in bed, and he's like, oh, shit, where the hell did I go? What the hell did I do? Did I kill anyone? Is everyone all right? So he doesn't want to be a monster. It just happens. Yeah. Let's see. Apparently She-Hulk broke the fourth wall and yelled. Oh, really? See, I don't mind that. Every once in a while, I think didn't Ash break the fourth wall a couple times? I think he did. If memory serves me right. Like a little nod to the audience, you know? Like, in Smokey and the Bandit, they did it. He's driving his black train. They did it in Smokey and the Bandit, Boo. He's driving, and it's right before he goes into that, what is it? That diner where Sheriff Buford T. Justice is like, you know, give me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper. I'm in a goddamn hurry. Hurry it up. Move it. It's right before that. It's at nighttime, and he's driving, and he, like, looks behind him, and he hears the siren, and he looks away, and he's like, oh, hello, Smokey. And he pulls his black Trans Am, like, behind a building. And the cops, so if this is the building, right, he drives like this, screeches, hides behind this building like this, and then the cop drives along this way, you know? And then he pulls forward like this. He pulls forward, and he's looking to see that the cop's gone, and he just goes, smiles right at the camera, breaks the fourth wall, exit stage right. And I was like, oh shit, Burt Reynolds broke the fourth wall. I think that's the first time for me as a kid that somebody broke the fourth wall when I saw him do it. And I was like, ooh, breaking the fourth wall there, buddy. So I don't mind it sometimes. If they keep doing it in the film, I'm like, once, twice is fine. If they do it 5 or 6 times, I'm like, well, now it's getting fucking annoying, you know? So, yeah. Let's see. Vision said I watched the whole thing. Oh, the She-Hulk? I guess you didn't like it because Vision said, unfortunately. Well, I'm going to watch it. I never judge anything until I watch it. Because you guys know, I'm blunt, and I'm honest, but I'm fair. And you guys know I will not lie to you guys anymore. I used to lie back in the day. If I don't like it, I'm going to be like, this shit is fucking terrible. It's garbage. Fucking hated it. If I love it, I'm like, oh, you guys got to watch it. Oh, yeah, check it out. Oh, it's fucking great. Watch it. You know? Because it's one of those two things. It's either going to be epic, and you're going to love it, and it's going to be great, or you're going to be like, well, I wasted 2 hours of my fucking life. That movie was fucking terrible. Son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. I like where the Linkin Park guy gets ripped apart. Oh, yeah. Well, that's one of the best movies that Boo suggested. The Park Is Mine with Tommy Lee Jones. I mean, all your suggestions, Boo, have been great. Like, Black Death was fucking amazing. That Sean guy's great. The guy that played the skinny British guy that played the priest. He also played Stephen Hawking. That guy is a fantastic British actor. I forget his name. But Equilibrium, that is a great dystopian film. Loved it. Genius. It was so good. And then what's great about that is he's a... sorry, my nose is itching me. He's kind of a sad character too, because he's doing his job, but then all of a sudden he starts having emotion, and he's like, well, I'm going to explore this emotion. And then he has to pretend, oh, I don't have any emotion. No. And they're like, you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm taking my medicine. Because in that future, if you have any emotion, they're like, oh, we're going to arrest you. No emotion. Nothing. Nada. And he starts experimenting. He's like, well, I'm not going to take this medicine anymore. And then he has to protect his kids and all that. And then I'm like, oh, that society would suck. Not having any emotion whatsoever. That'd be fucking horseshit. But it's fun to watch. So when you sent me that, Boo, I was like, ooh, yeah, this is a good movie. And it's got the guy from The Terminator. Oh, yeah. And American Psycho. Love that actor. Excuse me for a second. I hope Fears isn't getting a cold, because yesterday I took some mucus medicine. That what is it? Mucinex or whatever it is, because I was blowing my nose a lot yesterday and I was coughing like crazy. I took some before the show, so I think it's almost gone, but my nose is still a little runny. And yes, I have leftover napkins from Halloween last year. I've only got a few left, so I need to buy some more napkins. So yeah. The Park is Mine poster sitting in a tube. Nice! That was a good one. It's good. I mean, that was a good one that you suggested. It was epic. He's like, he's a Marine and he's had enough. He's like, really? He's like, people are giving me crap. He goes, I gave my life for this country and you guys are treating me like horse shit. Like, oh, don't I matter? Don't I fucking matter? And then society in that movie, no, we don't care if you went to Vietnam. We don't care. We don't care that you're a soldier, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, you know what? I've had enough. I'm taking over the park, and you guys will fucking matter once I get done with you, you know? Oh, yeah. I loved it. That movie's great. Perfect movie. Now, Boo, I did ask my mom if my dad would have liked that movie. But he never watched it. I don't think he ever got around. I said, hey, Mom. I said, my buddy Boo suggested this. I said, did Dad ever see this? Because my dad loved Tommy Lee Jones movie. He loved that guy as an actor. I said, this is right up Dad's alley. I'm like, did Dad ever get a chance to watch this? And my mom's like, she had to like remember. She's like, well, me and your dad he'd watch all the lovey-dovey movies for me and then all the comedies. And then I would watch all the blow me up. I said, well, that's fair, Mom. That's fair. And then she's like, I don't think we ever sat down and watched that one. I said, you guys watched The Fugitive, right? She goes, oh, yeah. She goes, we watched that one. And I said, okay. I said, because Tommy Lee was in that. She's like, well, your dad also liked Harrison Ford. That's why he liked all the Indiana Jones. I said, okay. I said, I got you. So he never got to see that one. But Dad, if you're listening, which I know he is, Dad, you missed a good one. Dad, Park is Mine. Fucking brilliant. Oh, yeah. Unlike those other Robin Hoods, I can speak in a British accent. Hell yeah, Dave. Direct quote. Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Mel Brooks. I wish he was younger, Dave. Because I appreciate the hell. He's 101 and he's hasn't retired. He's still fucking kicking ass. Still taking names. Still making movies. But I don't know how much longer he's going to last. And I want him to make more movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, silent film is great. Blazing Saddles is great. Spaceballs, fucking great. Cannot wait for part 2. Please have the fat bearded bitch in there. So that's one of the greatest parts of the movie. Rick Moranis came out of retirement just to do Spaceballs 2. I cannot wait. I'm vlogging that. Me, Dave, you, me, Zach, Mike, everybody. We all got to go for Spaceballs 2. Oh yeah. I don't know if Zach will come because he may be on one of his adventures, but me and Dave, for sure. Dave, you're my buddy, you're my pal, but you have no say on this, Dave. We have to go see that together in the movies. Popcorn, soda, Spaceballs 2. It's fucking happening. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. I love it. So, Mel Brooks, I salute you. Mel Brooks is a genius. Dave, 3 of the greatest scenes in that movie where they bust out into song and it kind of becomes a musical for 2 minutes. We're men in tights. That scene's great. The archery scene, Patriot Arrow, and he's all like, yeah, now we're talking. You know, and then the guy in the black robes, he cheats, and then Little John like punches him in the face and all that crap. The archery scene is fucking fantastic. And then My third favorite is where that quote that you just said, and he's like, this guy's starting to get on my nerves, and he's like, I challenge you to a duel. And he's like, I accept, and he takes like a metal suit of armor and hits him in the face, and he's like, that's going to cost you, Loxley. And he's like, please, put it on my bill. He's like, so this is what it comes to, huh? Man to man. Mano y mano. Just you and me and my guards. And then a full-on war starts happening, Dave. And, oh, it's great. It's great. All right, so Boo says, I like Freddy because he operates in the dream territory. To me, that's scarier than physical Jason. You have to sleep at some point. That's true. I mean, I like him. Don't get me wrong. I like him. I've got the movie props. I've got his hand, or not his hand, his glove, the butter knives, over there on the floor. I like him. I just like him. I just like Jason and Michael more. Because it's a lot scarier. Michael, you can do whatever you want. He's never said a word. Jason, the only thing that he's muttered in the third one, and I've told this to Visions, Boo, many times, where the girl, she's stuck in the closet. It's one of my favorite scenes. It's in that hallway, and at the end of the hallway, there's like a green door. And he starts bashing it in with the fucking axe, and she's got the knife ready to go, so she's like this. And he reaches in to unlock the door, and she stabs him right here, and he's like, ugh, like that. And then she starts going like that, and he's dodging it, as they go down the hallway, and then she stabs him again in the leg, and he's like, oh, like that. That's the only time that Jason has ever uttered anything. Anything. Michael, he's got hung, shot, stabbed. They've ran him over with a car. He's been in explosions. He's went down a river in part 5. I mean, that guy's been through fucking hell and back. Not ever uttered not one damn word. Nothing. Zero. So, yeah. So, I like Freddy. Don't get me wrong. I like him. But I just don't like him as much as the other guys, Anyway. So, there we are. Deadpool breaking the fourth wall is always funny. Yeah, but see, Punk Rock, I'll be honest. He is funny. Even if he didn't break the fourth wall, Deadpool's funny to begin with. Even if he didn't break the fourth wall, right? But I think personally, no offense to you, no offense to Deadpool. I've loved Deadpool ever since Ryan Reynolds took over the role. I liked him. I liked Deadpool, the character, a little bit before that, but Ryan Reynolds really sold it to me on, Deadpool. I think he breaks the fourth wall a little bit too much. That's me. That's my personal opinion. So, yeah. Anyway. She-Hulk did it first. Equilibrium is based on Ray. Oh, nice. That's cool. Very cool. But Deadpool was better. Oh, thanks, Zach. Thanks for sending that high five. I appreciate it. You probably sent it ages ago. I'm so far behind on the chat. It's about a fireman who burns books, and one of the firemen becomes delusional with his job and changes his views. Stop enforcing censorship. Now, that's a movie statement I can get behind. This is true. This is true. You should have creative will to put whatever you want on the screen. Hell, Alfred Hitchcock had to beg the film people back in the day. They're like, why is it necessary to show a toilet flushing? And he had to go through hell and back just to show the main character ripping up a note and flushing it down the toilet. And they're like, that was back in the 50s, right, Bill? Tons of censorship back then. And they're like, there's never been a film that shows a toilet. You're not showing it. And he's like, bullshit. And he goes, I'm showing it. And he had to fight tooth and nail to get. And they're like, yeah, but why is it so important? They're like, because the main character gets rid of evidence, rips up the evidence that she stole that money, and flushed it down the toilet. If she throws it in a trash can, someone will find it. But if you flush it down a toilet, it'll be gone forever. So I get it. You should be able to have creative control. Damn, it is fucking storming like hell out there. Oh my lord, oh my lord. Pretty bad storm out. This is how horror movies start. Hell yeah. Have you seen The Island? Yes, I have it. It's got the young Obi-Wan Kenobi in it, and I love that movie. I love The Island. Never lose hope. You're moving on to the island. Start the lottery and all this other shit. And they live in a perfect society. All the girls wear like a white shirt and pants with like a blue strap on their shoulder. All the guys wear black and white, and they're like clones and stuff. That's a great movie. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. So yeah, I'm trying to catch up here with the chat. Let's see. That's what gives Jason his fearful element. He's a one-way focused killing machine. No need to speak because all he cares about is killing you. Exactly. But again, Jason has spoke twice. Not really words. Like he uttered like, oh, like that. You know, Michael, he gets stabbed or shot. Nothing. Silenced. He's like a shark. He's like, shoot me 5 times in the chest. I don't give a damn. You can't kill me. You're never going to kill me. Yeah, go ahead. Shoot me. Shoot me with a shotgun. I don't give a shit. I'll just get up and I'll kill your ass. You know? There you are. Yo, what's up, Walter? What's up, dude? Good to see you. Anyone remember Freddy's TV show? Oh, yes, I do, Mike. And you know why? Because last year at Spooky Empire, Fear's got it. It is right. It's right here. Bam! Freddy's Nightmares. Looking forward to watching it. I haven't had time to watch it. After I finish Ash, after I finish Ahsoka, this is next. Good old Freddy. Oh, yeah. Me and my friends used to watch this like in my teens. Oh, yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be epic. It's going to be amazing. Oh, yeah. And I like Robert Englund. Hell, I stood in line for 5 hours, right? I was 12 people away from getting his autograph. Damn you, Spooky Empire. Well, it wasn't Spooky Empire's fault, but Dave, I hope next year Robert Englund comes, and God, I hope I can get his autograph. I just wanted like a minute. I was going to ask him 2 questions. I was going to ask him about his episode on MacGyver, because he played an epic villain on MacGyver. He had 2 episodes of MacGyver. One episode he played a good guy. The other episode he played a bad guy. And then I was going to ask him a question about V. Because everyone's going to do, oh, I got a question about Freddy. And I was like, no, because Freddy's not my favorite character that he's done. I like Freddy, but I like him in V, and I like him in MacGyver and all, and the other stuff. He played a good character in Urban Legend. Urban Legend's fantastic. Visions, you still need to watch it. Get on it. Oh, you're going to kill me by an urban legend, huh? Well, go ahead. I dare you. I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot. You're taunting the killer. You fucking moron. I'm like, watch it. He's going to be dead in about 8 seconds. What happens? Boom. Look who it is. The killer. Right through the bathroom door. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I'm like, well, that's the end of that guy. So, there you go. Let's see. Jason and Michael was the same old shit over and over. At least with Freddy. That's true. And you got a little humor. You know, because Freddy did talk and he got a little humor. So I like Freddy. Well, I just like Jason and Michael just a little bit more. So yeah. Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D is in the theater was awesome though. It is! It's awesome. I love... It's very well... It's very well lit and very well shot. Some of the kills are amazing. He finally gets his hockey mask, the iconic mask. I'd say 2 of my favorite kills in that boo is Vera, because she's so dumb. I'm like, really? Shelly is short and fat, and you're telling me you can't decipher the difference between Jason, 6'5", or however... Hang on. Let me find out how tall Jason is. And then she's like, who are you? And then she got a harpoon through her eyeball. I was like, well, serves you right. Serves you right. Da-da-da-da-da. There it is. Hey, Meta, I got a question. In the Friday the 13th franchise, Jason Voorhees, how tall is he?
Jason Voorhees' height. Let me check that for you. The most commonly cited height for Jason is around 6'5", about 1.96 meters, from the 2009 remake with Derek Mears. Across the franchise, it varies though, with actors like Kane Hodder usually listed between 6'2" and 6'3".
Okay, so overall, he's at least 6 foot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right. So Shelley in the film, right, in the third one, he looks around my height, 5'6", 5'7", somewhere in there. And I'm like, really? You're telling me you can't decipher Jason, 6'5", Shelley, 5'7"? I'm like, give me a fucking break, you know? So that kill, Vera's kill is great, and also the black biker guy kill in the barn, that one's fantastic, because after Jason kills the black biker guy, Chris, the girl with the blue Christmas sweater on, bashes Jason right in the fucking head with the axe. And he's still, I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So yeah. Good times, my friends. Good times. Oh yeah. Let's see. I will say I love the Rob Zombie Halloween. The first one's okay. The second one is shit, water, crap, garbage. Oh my god. I refuse. The first one's alright. But the second one, I'm like, what the fuck is the matter with people? Anyway. Yo, what's up, Cave? Good to see you. Alright, let's get back to what we were doing. I'm finally caught up with the chat here. Alright, so we did the Final Terror. I think that's the only topic we got to so far. We did that. Oh, and then I watched the trailers. Joey, I'm going to save the Oz watch for tomorrow, and I'm going to save the Little House on the Prairie watch for tomorrow. Time for some D-Man reviews. Here we go. Here we are. So, D-Man reviews. So I'm probably gonna change the title to "Hanging Out with the Fans" or "Fan Talk," because we did talk a lot, and then because that's mostly what this podcast was about today, was just chilling out. I like to go off topic sometimes, you know, just kind of hang out with the fans, just kind of hang out, because I'm your guys' friend, you guys are my friends, you know. I love just bullshitting about movie, just hanging out, just talking, yeah. So yeah. No, I've never seen it, Cave. I've never even heard of that movie. Nope, never seen that one. Nope. Anyway. Never seen it. Alright, let me pull up D-Man's. So the last one we watched was... Oh yeah, the lake ones. Alright. Let me pull it up. D-Man is a squirrel movie-making machine, man. He is pumping them out. He is pumping them out. Alright, let's see here. D-Man. Alright. So, oh man, D-Man's been hard at work. The last video he uploaded was 7 hours. Apparently, John and the Trolls, part 13. Oh, Lord. Well, D-Man, I'm trying to get away from the trolls. But I'll watch them. I'll watch them. That's why I haven't brought up any troll's name, and it's been kind of peaceful, you know? Like, the more you give them, you know, the more they'll, oh, we got to make this fucking video about fears. You know? All right. Time for some Hazard County. So, John and Zach in Hazard. So, Hazard 1. Hazard 2. Hazard 3. I will say, hopefully I get to drive the General Lee. Hopefully. All right, here's part 1.
Just two good old squirrels. John and Zach is on the way.
That's awesome. That was great. Oh, that's a 10 out of 10. That was a fucking 10 out of 10. Oh, my God. Oh, man. D-Man, you are a genius. I love that little, like, country bumpkin, little hillbilly something. I fucking love it. It was great. Oh, that gave me a laugh. Oh, all right, part 2. Here we go.
Just two good old Jesse. There's something wrong.
Oh, Jade plays Jesse. Okay, that's awesome. Hell yeah. 10 out of 10, because I'm still driving the car. 10 out of 10. All right, part 3. Here we go. This is great.
John, Zach, you got to get out of here. The sheriff was just here looking for you. They think you stole all the corn from the hog's nest.
And Boss Hog is angry. We got to find out
corn.
who really stole the corn, Zach, and clear our name.
Somebody stole the corn, Zach.
John, Zach.
That was great. 9 out of 10. Oh, God. That was fucking genius. I love it. I love it. That's great. Somebody stole the corn. Oh, no. Oh, my God. That was fucking genius. All right. What is it? What are we up to? Part 4. Hazard Part 4. Oh, my Lord. Oh, God. This is great. It's been a very enjoyable podcast today, I should say. Pretty good. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. Let's see. Hazard Part 5. 5. Let's see. How many parts is there? Oh, there's a lot. There's like 13 of them. Oh, 15. Oh, no. Oh, damn. There's 17 parts to this. Holy shit. All right. So Hazard. Part 6. Give me 1 second here. Hazard Part 7. Hazard Part 8. I'll just do 9 for today. And Hazard Part 9. There we are. I'm just going to do 9 and then I'm going to move on. All right, here we go. So, let's see. Part 4. Here we go. Part 4. Oh, man. The trolls stole the corn. What the fuck?
We know who's behind it. We just got to catch them.
You fucking trolls stole the corn. You sons of bitches. Horseshit. Horseshit. 9 out of 10. D-Man, you are great. You are hilarious. Those fucking trolls stole the corn. Sons of bitches. All right, part 5. Here we go.
Cousin Kate, we need you to keep an eye out. See if you see a truck with corn.
No! D-Man, Kate's got to be, you know, Fears' girlfriend. Don't make her a cousin. Oh, God. No.
Cousin Kate, we need you to keep an eye.
Well, since it's the Dukes of Hazzard, I get why he did that. That's right. Yeah.
Cousin Kate, we need you to keep an eye out. See if you see a truck with corn driven by trolls. We got to find out who's behind sending the trolls.
I'll be watching for cousins.
The movie cars in these are rocking, D-Man. Hell yeah. All right. That gets a 9.5 out of 10. Because Kate has a cameo in it. So there we are. All right, part 6. Here we go. Part 6. Oh my gosh, the trolls! The trolls attack Kate! Oh my lord, oh my lord!
Two trolls just drove off in the truck. I'm going to try and follow them. Kate's in
Oh, nice. Randy gets a cameo.
the truck. I'm going to try and follow him. Kate's in trouble.
Well, Fears to the rescue. Hell yeah. All right. How dare the trolls manhandle Kate? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 9.4 out of 10, my friends. All right, let's see. Part 7. Part 7, here we go.
Which way did they go, Randy?
Follow me, guys.
That was good. That was good. Follow me, guys. Let me do a magic trick. Let's see, 9.7 out of 10. I'm glad that Randy's finally getting some screen time. That's good. All right, part 8. Boss Hogg is in this. I wonder who plays Boss Hogg in this one.
I bet they got Kate inside the building.
Oh, Dman doesn't reveal who plays Boss Hogg. But he made Boss Hogg a pig. That makes sense. So yeah. A little mystery. I'm gonna give it a 9.7. 9.7 out of 10. All right. And then I'm gonna stop for today. Number 9. And then we'll get back to it tomorrow.
I bet they got Kate in there.
Oh shit, the trolls grab us.
Keeping one.
Uh-oh. Oh, there she is, sweet Kate, all tied up. How dare they? They manhandled Kate and they tied up Kate. Don't worry, Kate, I'll save you. Unbelievable. Crap, garbage. Unbelievable. I'm going to give it... You don't tie up a lady. Shame on you. 9.6 out of 10. There we are. Well, funny stuff. Funny stuff, I gotta say. Cheers to D-Man. Funny stuff. Pretty funny, hilarious stuff, my friends. Funny. All right, let's see. What else? Let's see here. Yes, I like the zombie version. Wow, you've never seen... No, I've never seen it. It's a horror classic, a must-watch. All right. Let me write it down. So I can review it tomorrow. So here, let me... I'll put it right here. Hang on, Cabe. So... VER. Give me a second here. I've never heard of it. And you call yourself the movie master, Fears. Well, we try. Well, we try. All right. I got it right here, Cave. I'll watch it tomorrow. D-Man have the trolls kidnap Dave. We'll find out tomorrow. But they kidnapped Kate, so I'm a tad miffed. And I'm a tad worried. Oh, Lord. Trolls, you son of a bitch. Unbelievable. All right. Let's see here. I've been going for 2 hours and 18 minutes. It's 8. Yakovich is starting at 10:30. I think I'll do one more topic, and then we'll save the rest for tomorrow. So tomorrow, I promise we're going to do the summer camp quiz, and we'll do the best hosts of any TV show or anything. We'll just name them off. So, SummerWeen. Here we go. My friend told me about this at work. He's like, Fierce, he goes, you know how you love Halloween? I'm like, well, yeah, that's a given. And he's like, did you know that there's like an unofficial holiday where people celebrate Halloween in July? I was like, get out of here. He's like, no, I'm serious, Fears. And he's like, you should do it for one of your podcast topics. You know, the Sean guy that I always talk about. He doesn't want to come into the chat because he's like, Fears, I just watch from the shadows. I've already subscribed to you. He goes, because your trolls are fucking insane. I'm like, yeah, tell me something I don't know. But he's like, he told me about SummerWeen, so Halloween in the summertime, and I was like, I can do it as a topic. So SummerWeen. And he's like, well, Fears, I thought you'd be thrilled. I'm like, I have Halloween up here and in my heart all through the year, but I'm like, I only celebrate it big in October. I'm like, it means more because it's my month, October month. I'm like, it kind of diffuses the point. If yay, July, you know. All right. So let me pull it up. SummerWeen. And then I'm going to call it a night. So this is what AI had to say about it. So it says, there we go. SummerWeen over the years has become a viral pop culture trend and an unofficial holiday where people celebrate Halloween during the summer months, especially in July. It combines the warm, outdoorsy activities of summer with the cozy, spooky autumn holiday season. It has evolved into a major multi-month retail and social media phenomenon, especially popular among Gen Z and Halloween enthusiasts who don't want to wait until October. Yeah, but see, I watch horror movies and sci-fi all through the year, so that's what gets me ready for October. So, fuck SummerWeen. It's all about October for me, you know. Because it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. And then it says, origin and date. The origins fall. It was originally invented for a 2012 episode of the Disney Channel animated series Gravity Falls. In the show, the town loves Halloween so much they decide to celebrate it twice a year. That is how the official holiday became a thing. The official date, SummerWeen, starts from June 22nd and ends on August 1st. So it goes all the way through July. How people celebrate SummerWeen. Jack-o'-melons, carving spooky faces into watermelons instead of jack-o'-lanterns, or pineapples instead of pumpkins. Hilarious. Spooky pool parties, decorating the backyard pool gatherings with skeleton floats of tropical beaches, themed monsters. Summer horror marathons, hosting outdoor movie marathons, outdoor movie lights featuring horror films that take place in summer settings like summer camp slasher films. Which, by the way, speaking of that, I found a few summer camp slasher films by myself, my friends. I was noodling online, and Visions, Punk Rock, Boo, Punk, Vic, everybody, tell me if you guys have seen some of these or heard some of these. I took a photo. I took a screenshot of these. You guys ready for these cult classics? All right. So I took a photo of this. I found these on Instagram. Cheerleader Camp 1988. So that's the first one I found. So let me know if you've seen that one. The second one was Berserker 1987. I found that one. Madman 1982. I found that one. Body Count 1986. Let me know if you guys have seen any of these. Moonstalker 1989. That one. So it was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those five. Have you guys seen any of those? No? Surprisingly, Pixel, The Burning was not one of them. But now that you mention it, I already have that one. I love that movie. Tom Savini worked on that one, and The Burning is right down here. Bam! The Burning. Good movie. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. Oh, yeah. Ba-bum-bum. So, those, I'm definitely going to watch some of those trailers tomorrow. See if I can add those to the list. Oh, yeah. The Moonstalker one, just the thumbnail of it on Instagram made me laugh. And I'm like, what? So it's some guy dressed up as an astronaut, like at a camp, killing people? I'm like, what the hell, you know? So, yeah. But the Burning is good. The backstory's good. The guy that plays Ben Javari in Short Circuit, he's like real young in it, Pixel, and he's in The Burning. Tom Savini did all the special effect makeup and all the prosthetics. Like, some guy gets his fingers cut off, and they set like a... they're on a rowboat or they're on a raft, and the burning guy with the shears like jumps out of the water, and starts hacking away at people, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's insane. So, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Big thumbs up. Yeah. Haven't heard of those other ones, but looks like they're all on Tubi for free. There you go. Visions, have you heard of any of those? Boo, Punk, Vic, have you heard of any of those? Let me know. Let me know. Thanks for the likes, by the way. All right. Well, it's time to skedaddle because Fears needs a shower. I don't even know what the hell I'm going to do for dinner. Last night I got some taco shits because I had some tacos very late, and I was on the toilet for a little bit, but was it worth it? I don't know if it was worth it, but there was some damn fine tacos last night. Oh, yeah. Taco Bell always delivers. Chipotle's better, though. I will say that. Chipotle's better. Just saying. Anyway, SummerWeen, I'm gonna give it a big thumbs down. Thumbs down. Crap. Shit. Garbage. -7 out of 10. For SummerWeen. Just wait until October. Have patience. Watch horror movies all the way through summer to prepare, and then we can enjoy it in October. Fuck this SummerWeen shit. That's crap. It's garbage. Horrible. Horrible idea. I'm just saying. All right. Whew. There we are. I'm taking off. Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. So, SummerWeen, not for Fears. Not my cup of tea. You would think, right, because I love Halloween. But I'm willing to, it's worth the wait. I look forward to it every year. It's worth the wait. Halloween belongs in autumn. In the autumn festival harvest season. Not in fucking July, hey, let's lay by the pool and work on my tan fucking season. Horrible. I do need to lay by the pool, though. I'm starting to get a little white. I need to work on the tan. Just a little bit. Or hit the beach. I haven't been able to go to the beach in a while. So the last time I was at the beach was with the great Randini. So yeah. All right. Well, dinner awaits, and I'm going to try to do a little editing while I'll probably listen to Yakvo's show. So Yakvo, I'll probably be listening. I don't know if I'll comment, but I did apologize to Yak. I'm glad me and him are still friends, but I don't know when I'm going to be back in the chat. I just want all this madness to calm down for a little while, you know. But it's been a great show today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for hanging out with Fears. We had a great chat. It was kind of nice to go off topic, and just the chunk of it was just bullshitting around, just catching up with you guys, hanging out. These are some of my favorite lives where there's no drama. Everybody's having fun. We're all chilling. We're like, hey, Fears, you like this movie? Hey, what do you think about this, Fears? You know, and we're just bullshitting about movies. It's fucking great. I want some more of it. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Great show. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I bid you guys a fond farewell, and I'm going to go, but there you are. Time for some plugs. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my buddy, my tall buddy. You know, he's very tall, 6'7", Protocol, Lord Protocol, Pixel, Lord of the Pylons. Pixel, get off your ass and make some more. I've been saying it for years, and you still don't do it. Get off of your ass and edit some videos. On Pixel Protocol. You do enough on the wrestling channel. I want some more Pixel Protocol videos. Now. I'm telling you, man. I need some more. You are a great editor, Pixel. Get off the ass. Edit some. Give him a like. Give him a follow. Yo, Hedrix, what's up? Let's see. Make it mad late to the stream. I know. I'm already done. Yeah, but you can do other. I'm telling you, Pixel. You haven't. I know you don't go to cons anymore, but you can make other content on Pixel Protocol. I want to see a new Pixel Protocol video or a stream or something. You know what I'm saying? I need something. Just food for thought. You can do whatever you want. It's your channel, but I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Shout out to Hendrix. All right, time for some plugs. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my buddy Pixel. Lord of the Pylons, Pixel Protocol. Follow Mr. Lantern, Lampy, Mr. Lantern 1986. Follow Strong Bear 19. Let's get him to, not 200 subs, but let's get him to 500 subs. He's very close. Follow Tina. So sweet, Tina. Happy Tina. Lovely Tina. Mama Bear 06. Follow Dman. And I always forget his numbers. Follow Dman. Where is he? Where is he in the chat? I can't remember his numbers. Follow Dman. Follow Hollywood Toys, the only place to live the movies. Follow Cave Squeaker. Follow Walter White. Walter, you are the man, dude. Thank you for all the fan mail that you've always given me. Always good stuff. I've got the Wonka ticket on the wall, buddy. I can't wait. Follow, who else am I? Follow Bukaki, my buddy, my pal. Great artist. I've seen some of his artwork. Fantastic work. One of these days, buddy, I'm going to buy a commission and either have you draw something or I'll just do a commission and be like, hey, Boo, just draw whatever the hell you want and I'll put it on the wall. One of those two. I'd love to see Boo's version of Fears Man. That would be fucking sweet. That would be epic, you know. Follow my buddy and your buddy, Visions. Lord Visions, Lord of the Pylons, Lord of the Goth merch. Merch, stickers, pins, going nuts, going fucking ballistic. Hell yeah. At exhumvisions.com. Buy some cool merch. Why? As I always say, he makes some pretty cool fucking merch. That's what I'm saying. Follow the Carry Brick Road. Follow the Carry Brick Road. Follow the Carry Brick Road. Follow Fangirl Kate. Follow Zach the Incredible Impression. And last, but certainly not least, follow this handsome devil, Fears, Lord Fears. How art is thou? Thouest is glorious and wonderful in thy own kingdom. Does thou haveth a bit of good ale for me and my fine mate? I've been in battle and have a king's thirst for the frosty brew. I need a beer. Like now. Not yesterday. Now. That would be great. I ran out of beer in the fridge. I need to buy more. Ooh. Anyway, follow my main channel, FearsMan26. That's the main channel. And follow my second channel at Fears Vlogs. And this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys later.